Hello everyone and welcome to my video. Today's video is going to be how much I read in a week vlog. So I'm very excited. I'm curious to see how much I do actually read because I am a slow reader and I don't know really my plans for this week. So I have no idea how much reading I will get done, but currently I am 100 pages into A Taste of Poison by Tessonja Odette. This is the fourth book in the Entangled with Fae series. Every single book in the series is another princess retelling, and this is a Snow White retelling. I really enjoyed the first three, especially the second one, which is a Cinderella retelling. It's The Heart of the Raven Prince. Absolutely loved that book. Number 1 and 3 were fine. They were a bit of fun. They're easy romanticities. So yeah, I'm 100 pages in. So far I have not much to say about it. It's too early to say. It's fun. So it's a Snow White retelling with Fae, and there's a murder mystery plot as well. But yeah, I don't really have an opinion on this one just yet, but I will keep you updated throughout the video and give you my review at the end of it. I'm also hoping to read Heart the Lover by Lily King. That's only a small book, so I should definitely finish that one this week as well, and I hope to start another book. I'm not sure which one yet, so we shall see. But yeah, that's kind of my reading plan this week, to just kind of see how much I will read in a week and every day. So yeah, let's get to it and let's start reading. So now I am on page 244, so I am over halfway, and I'm kind of feeling mixed emotions about this one. I really enjoyed the first three. The third one wasn't my favorite. I only gave that one like a 3 stars. I do think I prefer this one over the third book. It's just not much is happening right now, and I've kind of reached a point that I'm just a little bit bored. Now, the story is definitely quite fast-paced. There are things happening. It just feels a little bit like it's dragging now. But other than that, I am enjoying it. And I do like our characters, so I like the FMC and the MMC. I might change my mind at the end of it. But so far, kind of feeling more of like a 3.5. So it's not my favorite. Heart of the Raven Prince is definitely still my favorite in the series, which is the second one. And I am excited to read it and finish it. I don't know if I'm going to finish it today. We shall see. Probably not. I'm not sure if I'm going to read any more really today. But otherwise I'll update you tomorrow. And I do hopefully finish it. So yeah. Yeah, so the FMC has such a unique magic powers, and I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, like, since this is a Snow White retelling, I definitely do think Tessonja Odette has made a fun twist on the story, like the original story, and definitely did use like the elements of Snow White, but just made it into something more unique and fantasy, and that is a lot of fun. That's why I do like retellings, because the stories do feel familiar, but they still do have a twist on it. So, you know, it's perfect for if you just don't want to really think and just want to read something quick and easy. I love retellings for that. And this one is definitely a nice retelling to read. And yeah, it's really unique though. Like I was kind of confused first about how her magic worked. But now I get it. So that's definitely a positive thing about this book, and I am excited to see where it will end. But so far I feel like it's a bit obvious, who the killer is, but I might be wrong. So we shall see. If you can hear the fan right now, it's because it's 29 degrees in Sweden right now and I am melting. It's so hot. My apartment is feeling like a sauna right now, so I'm sorry if you can hear it. But I finished Heart of the Raven Prince by Tessonja Odette, and I ended up giving it a 3.75. I definitely started to enjoy it more in the last half. I felt like more things were happening. There were more like plot twists. I wasn't expecting the plot twist. I feel like I should have guessed it, but I didn't. I did enjoy it. I thought it was quite heartwarming. This book is definitely the most like mature book out of all the other books in the series. It was definitely more spicy, but it was also about addiction and overcoming that. And I thought it was very unique. The story was very unique. The magic system was very unique. The characters were interesting, and they had a lot of like things to overcome, which I always love in books, and seeing like character growth. So that was good. And yeah, I enjoyed it. I read it quite fast, like 3 days. I think it took me like 3 days. But yeah, no, I think it's a 3.75. It's not my favorite book, and I still prefer Heart of the Raven Prince. But I would still recommend this series, especially if you like retellings. This is such an amazing series to read. Yeah, this one, I wasn't expecting it to be as dark as it was, but I do just think the FMCs in this series are one of my favorite FMCs of all time. And I would say these FMCs in these books, they're not perfect in any ways, and they always have to overcome something and have to deal with something. And I just love that about these books. If you're looking for, a nice retelling with fantasy elements, and it's just easy, and I definitely really, really liked the murder mystery plot aspect of this book. Definitely made it more interesting. And yeah, that's all I have to say about this book. I just liked it. And I'm now gonna read another book. Well, not right now, probably just tonight when I'm in bed or something. And I'll just go and grab the book I want to read next. I really want to read Hard to Lover by Lily King. It is tiny, and like it only has like 240 pages or something like that. So it's definitely a very short book, and I think that's just what I want right now. I do feel like I'm still a little bit in a reading slump. Reading is definitely taking a bit longer than normal, and I haven't just read as much as I wanted to. I've only read 3 books so far this month. It's not that much, so I think that's why I just want to read a bit of a shorter book that is not like a big commitment or anything like that. But I've heard amazing things about this, and I'm excited to try it out, and I'm excited to read it, and I'm curious what I will think of it. But now I just need to do some interior design. I'm working on my portfolio for my interior design currently, so that's what I need to do. So I cannot read any further now. Then I don't know what I'll do today, to be honest. It is so warm. I feel like if I do one movement, I just melt into a puddle. So I'm not going to do much today. I just want to do things that I just need to sit down. I might go for an evening walk though. I'll bring you along for the nice evening walk, because I live in such a peaceful, nice area in Sweden. So I'll just show you around a bit. But yeah, that was my review of A Taste of Poison. So I just finished Heart the Lover by Lily King, and I think I'm going to rate it 4 stars. I'm still kind of debating on what to rate it, but yeah, I think it is a 4 stars. And the reason it's not a 5 stars is I don't really read contemporary fiction. It's not really my preferred genre. I am a fantasy reader. I love fantasy the most, but I still absolutely enjoyed this a lot. And it was also just kind of the writing style. You don't really get inside of these characters' heads, which sometimes made me feel a little bit disconnected to these characters. It's just, yeah, I don't know how to explain it. It just made me feel slightly disconnected to these characters. But yeah, I really enjoyed the beginning, and I really enjoyed the last 100 pages as well. Just kind of midway through this book, I slowly got a little bit less invested, and I realized that I was dazing off a lot and not really paying attention to this book anymore. But then it picked up again, and I really enjoyed the last 100 pages of this book. And it is definitely a very thought-provoking book. It definitely makes you question your life decisions, which I absolutely loved about this book. And even though I did sometimes kind of struggle with the writing style of this book, it definitely did keep me hooked throughout most of the book. And yeah, I am pleasantly surprised. I wasn't expecting much from this book because it was only 240 pages long. If you want to get into contemporary fiction, I think Heart to Lover is a good way to get into it, especially because it's so short and it is thought-provoking and a bit emotional as well. And yeah, I enjoyed it. So yeah, that was Heart to Lover by Lily King, and I would definitely recommend it. And now I'm gonna look through my bookshelf and see what I'm going to be reading next. So let's go and do that. So it is now a week later, and yeah, I had a few really good reading days, and then there were also a few days where I didn't read as much as I wanted to. But in total, I have read 696 pages. I don't know if that's a lot or not a lot at all. Probably is more than what I have read in a while, especially because I did have 2 days where I read over 200 pages, which is a lot for me. And then last Sunday I did not read anything at all. But I will give you a little reading update on House of Blight. Currently I am on page 102. So far I'm enjoying it. I'm not loving it, but there are some moments where I'm really invested and just really into the story. And then there are just other parts where I'm just a little bit bored and find it hard to keep my attention. But I am still enjoying it. I am excited to see where the story is going. If you don't know House of Blight, I don't think it's that popular, but it's basically about this girl who's like this thread mender. So if someone falls ill or something like that, she can kind of go into their, I don't know, threads and just kind of heal them. But there is this kind of virus going around called Blight, and her brothers get Blight, and it's something that she cannot fix. So she has no choice really than to make a deal with this guy from this family that she doesn't like whatsoever. So she has to go and live for them and be their thread mender. And they do have some magic power to keep them alive, so her brother's alive a little longer, so that she has the time to kind of figure out how she can save her brothers and if there is a way of saving them from this virus. And yeah, but she doesn't really like this family now. She has to go and live with them. So I like the story. It's not like action packed or anything like that, but I am invested so far, just not fully loving it. But yeah, that's the end of this vlog. Let me know down in the comments what you are currently reading, and thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and hope to see you next time. Bye.